Later, what I'll do is I have all the solutions worked out, and I want to show you that. And well, I have all of them worked out except for whatever reason the first three. So what I want to do though is I want to finish up the odds with you guys, which is here we go. Where did we leave off at yesterday? 23, right? Okay, so I want to do 25, and then as much as we can. All right, and then tonight we're supposed to do what? We're supposed to do the evens. All right, and I've had lots of conversations with parents now, and it seems like things are going better. Some of you guys are picking up. All right, doing what you should be doing. Again, the number one thing I tell them is some of you just are not communicating with me. So if you don't understand something, I need to know. All right, I don't want any messing around. I want you to ask me right away. All right, if you don't know something. All right, some of them are easier than others. So here we go. I'm on 25. Is that okay? Does anybody have any questions on any of the odds? I'm starting with 25 right now. So if it's before 25, I can help you.
Oh, wait, did you say before?
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
all right.
I had a question on the book.
Here we go. So I'm gonna do all the odds with you so you can verify how good you're doing. All right? And then we'll start on the evens. And I'm gonna work my way backwards on the evens and try to get you going on some of the harder ones. All right? So again, it's already factored for us, right? So 2x minus 5 equals 0. 3x minus 1 equals 0. So x equals 5 over 2, or x equals 1/3. Is everybody okay with that? Remember, solving a two-step equation, I was trying to tell you guys, I don't think it's necessary for you to put plus 5, divide by 2, divide by 2. Right? I'm hoping everybody can see that solving 2x minus 5 equals 0 is x equals 5 halves. Is everybody agreeing with me? Girls? What?
Do you mind if we put plus 5 there?
No, I don't. I don't mind. All right, it just takes longer. Right, that's all. And I want you, Will, to be able to just look at that and say, if I add 5 and I divide by 2, that's 5 over 2. There's value in doing your mental math. All right, any questions? All right, now let's continue on. 27. All right, so Allison, what did that factor to?
X minus 9 and x plus 2.
Good job. X minus 9, x plus 2. So now you set them equal to 0. And so x is equal to 9 or negative 2. Again, if you got that, just give yourself a little check. That was kind of an easy one. All right, now on 29, x squared minus 25. I want everybody to listen to me. All right, it's x plus 5, x minus 5. I'm pretty sure everybody knew that. Now here, x plus 5 equals 0 and x minus 5 equals 0. So negative 5 and what? Positive 5. But here's a shorthand notation we use in math. Look, please. So we write it like that. Plus or minus 5. Everybody good with that? All right, it's not necessary that you write it like that. I'm just saying. In the future, you'll be seeing it written like that. Everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's continue on. 31. Here we go. Now, here's what I'm trying to show you now. I'm trying to make you better at factoring, so listen to me so I don't have to split it up. I think you should be able to look at this and say it's not going to be 2x and 2x. Why is it not going to be 2x and 2x? Because I have a 4 and a 9, and I want it to be what? I want it to be 13. Well, what's 4 plus 9? 13. Does everybody see that? So we know it's going to be 4x and x and 9 and 1. Is everybody with me? All right. So when we factor this again, I have 4x and x. Now, 9 does not go over here because that would create a what? 36. Too big. So we're just going to move the 9 over here and then a 1 over here. And now you can see that's 9 and 4 makes 13 if they are both what? Both negative. So now I have 4x minus 9 equals 0, x minus 1 equals 0. So x equals 9 over 4, or x equals 1. Agreed?
Yes.
Any questions? Any questions
I just had a question.
on 29?
I'm 37.
Well, I'm not there yet. I'll be there in a second, okay? I'll be there in a second. I'm going to do them all. All right? Number 33, is it set equal to 0? No. So you have to do what? Set it equal to 0. Okay? So I have 2x squared plus x minus 6 equals 0. No, it's set equal to 0 now, right? Because I moved the 6 over, right? It's a positive 6.
Oh, so you make it negative.
That's right. There you go. Come on. And now we're factoring. So now I have 2x and x. Factors of 6. 3 and 2. Where does the 2 have to go? 2 goes on the right. 3 goes on the left. 3x and 4x. And I want it to be a positive. So this is plus. And that's what? And that's the minus. Everybody happy with that? All right. Now again, you just set the factors equal to 0. 2x minus 3 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0. So x is equal to 3 over 2 and x equals negative 2. Is everybody agreeing with this? Girls, so far so good? Colin, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Alex, you know what you're doing? All right, come on, man. All right, now 35 is the annoying one, right? Because there's lots of possibilities for 12 and possibilities for 8. All right, so let's see what you got. Middle factors for 12x squared are what? 3x and 4x, right? And I'm trying to get what? 35. So the first thing that jumps to my mind is 8 times 4 is pretty close. So instead of trying 4 and 2, I just jumped ahead and did what? 8 and 1, right? So let's see what I mean. That's what? 32. That's how much? No, you're multiplying. 3. 32 and 3 makes what? 35. But they both have to be what? Negative. Everybody okay? And so now 3x minus 8 equals 0. 4x minus 1 equals 0. So Will, you with me? 8/3 and 1/4. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Emily, how are you doing? So far so good? Kate? All right, here we go. Now we have lots of problems on 37, so everybody put a star by 37. First of all, is it set equal to 0? No. Now, if I just put plus 30 over here, is that really going to help? No, because I have this in the way now. So what you have to do is you just have to multiply that out. You have to multiply that part out first. All right? So now try to listen to me. Remember, x times x is your what? X squared. Now you're doing your smiley face. Come on now. How much is this? Negative 3x. How much is this? Positive 8x. So what's negative 3x plus 8x? Positive 5x. Is everybody good? So now it's going to be x squared plus 5x. And then negative 3 times positive 8. What's that? Negative 24 equals negative 30. So that's the first step. Now I have to do what? Add the 30. And so what's negative 24 plus 30?
6.
So now x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Is everybody okay with this? Everybody good? And now x squared plus 5x plus 6 can factor into what? X plus 2, x plus 3. Everybody agreeing with me? And so now, x plus 2 equals 0, x plus 3 equals 0. So negative 2 or negative 3. Everybody good with that? Making sense? Okay, then the word problems. Okay? So I don't care about the word problems. We're going to start the word problems on Friday. All right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go backwards, and I'm going to do some of the evens. All right? And your job is to try to see what you know. All right? But we're going to start out with number 38. All right? So I want everybody to take a look at 38. And I want someone to give me a suggestion on what I need to do here. Tell me.
You need to factor those x and figure this one out.
Now, that's not a bad thought, but you don't mean factoring, you just mean multiply.
Oh, yeah.
Multiply, right? Everybody needs to multiply. So I want this multiplied and that multiplied. Now multiply that and put it on your paper, and then you're going to watch my answer, and you're going to say, yes, I know how to do that. All right? So when I multiply, I get 3x squared plus x equals x squared plus 6. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay? Now, I want to set it equal to what? 0. Now, I'm just going to put this step in. Minus x squared, minus x squared, minus 6, minus 6. That's what I'm doing. But I don't think it's necessary to do that. I just think you should be able to combine like terms in your head. So what's 3x squared minus 1x squared? 2x squared. How's that? Everybody good? Any issues? Any issues? Now I have to do what? Come on, if you got an issue, speak up. I'm telling you. Do you understand all that?
Oh, I see. Yes.
All right. Now we're back to what? Factoring.
So it would be 2x and x.
Beautiful.
And then 3, 2.
And then 3. Where does the 3 go?
On the third, on the left.
Yep. Beautiful.
On the right. And then the negative, negative 3x. Or
Yep.
negative 3 on the left.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Good job. I'm pretty happy. And like I said, honestly, guys, listen to me. If you can do that problem, you're going to make a what? 100. It doesn't get any harder. It really doesn't. All right? So now, don't forget, you got to set them equal to 0. So we're going to say 2x minus 3 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0.
So it'd be 3 halves.
And
Negative.
beautiful. That's it. Yes, ma'am. Good for you.
Can't you not at the top you're saying like minus x and minus x, or minus 6 and minus x2? Can't you not do it on the same side?
So what you're doing is think about it, you're just combining like terms. That's all we're doing. All right, so I had to put the squares with the squares, right? And let me make sure I'm answering your question. You agree I'm taking the x squared and I'm moving it over here. Do you agree? And if that doesn't make sense, tell me. Okay, so we had this in the past. Look, I want you to see this. 3x plus 4 equals x minus 8. How did I solve that?
You do like minus.
Exactly, n minus 4. You with me? So honestly, that's what I'm doing here. Bless you. But listen to me. It's a different problem because this is called linear and this is called a quadratic. So you solve them differently. So to solve them, you have to move all of the numbers and everything to the left and set it equal to what? And set it equal to 0, right? So this was a what? A 1x squared. So I did 3x squared minus 1x squared, which is 2x squared. You agree? And then I couldn't combine anything with the x. And then I subtracted 6 minus 6. Is that good? All right, good question. Come on now. That's what I want from everybody. If you're not sure, tell me. And then you're good with the factoring, right? Okay, I'm happy. All right, let's scroll down. Oh, now look, 36 is the hardest factoring problem. So if you can factor 36, we're in good shape. All right, so I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to give you about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. I want you to try to factor that. All right? All right, so I'm really happy I walked around. Some of you guys who struggle a little bit are in the game. All right, so here we go. 2 sets of parentheses. Now, did everybody understand what I said? 66 is kind of large, right? So if 66 is kind of large, that means we need bigger numbers. Thank you for that, Jack. That means we need bigger numbers. So I chose 8x and 2x. And then the factors are 27, 3, and 9. Where do we want to put the 9? And the 3 here. And of course, you always just do the smiley face. 72 and 6, right, makes 66 if the 72 is positive. So I want the 72 to be positive and negative. And like I said, if you got that, you have no problems with factoring. Really, you have no problems. All right? And again, if somebody was saying, well, if I just had an extra minute, I'd have probably gotten it, then that's okay too. All right? Now, does everybody understand the next step is the easy part, right? So I want you to write 8x minus 3 equals 0, 2x plus 9 equals 0, and then x equals 3/8, or x is equal to negative 9 over 2. Any questions? All right, let's have some more fun. Now x squared minus, or x squared equals 49 just translates it over to x squared minus 49, thank you. And now x squared minus 49 can factor to what? Remember, if it's the same number, you can just put plus or minus 7. Everybody good? All right, let's find another one. Okay, we're just going to set up 32 because I know that's an easy one to factor. All right, so Kate, what do I have to do? Move what? Well, you could, but listen, I'm okay with that, but listen to me. When you move the x squared is going to become what? Negative. And I always want the x squared term to be positive. So I need you to move everything else. Do you hear me? So the 2x goes over and the 24 goes over. And if I move the 2x, it's going to be, it's what right here? It's going to be negative. And this over here is going to be, that's exactly right. So everybody make sure that they have that down. Max, you guys good back there? Y'all for quiet. Everybody's good? Jack?
Yep.
Good? Okay. X squared minus 2x minus 24 equals 0. Alex, are you still good? All right, now this one's an easy one, so I'm going to go on. That's tonight's homework, okay? Factor that. I'm just trying to make sure we got it set up properly. All right, so everybody take a look now at, okay, 30. 30 is a good one. Put a little star by it. What do I have to do on 30? Someone who's paying attention, look up. Tell me what I have to do. Alex? Nope. Nope. There's a what on this one? There is a greatest common factor. That's why I'm saying highlight it and put, don't forget the GCF. Every single time you have to don't forget the GCF. And what is the greatest common factor here? 2a. I like that. 2a. When I factor out a 2a, I get a. Good. A minus 4. And so from there, we would say 2a equals 0, a minus 4 equals 0. So a equals 0 and a equals 4. Is that a problem? You understand that?
Yes.
Ben? Colin? Things going well for you, Colin?
Just a little thrown off, but I see. What
Okay.
I see.
All right, that's the important part. All right, here we go. 28's an easy one. Straight factoring, easy. Make sure you look at that one. How 26, easy or hard? Easy because it's already set equal to what? 0, and these are already what? Factored. How many solutions are there? 3 solutions. Thank you. 3 solutions. So we say x equals 0, 4x plus 1 equals 0, 7x minus 8 equals 0. X equals 0, then what? Everybody should do the mental math. X equals? No, think for yourself. Positive or negative? Negative 1/4. Everybody okay with negative 1/4? Guys, negative 1/4? All right, and now what about x equals, come on,
8/7.
8/7, right? 8/7. Now, Allison, we were really working on that, so you understand, right? The 8/7 now, right? Because you were making a mistake with flipping it. Emily, you good? Kate? All right, I'm happy. You good?
Yes.
Vivian, you're still good, right? All right, here we go. 24. Is that easy? Super easy because it's set equal to 0 and it's what? And it's factored. Number 22 is super what? Easy factoring, so we're going on. Star, number 20. 20 is a hard one. So I want everybody to factor that real quick, please. How many solutions should there be, by the way, guys?
3.
Nope. Nope. 4. It's 4. How do we know it's 4? Because it's to the 4th power. All right. How did you factor that, Jack?
We do x squared and
Good.
then we do -1,
Exactly.
and then both negative.
That's exactly right. So now what?
And then you can factor it in.
That's right.
X minus 3 plus 3. And then the x minus 1 plus 1.
Beautiful. That's right.
And then you see
Now look.
or is it plus minus?
X minus, yes. X plus 3. I'm just going to write this out. Even though some of you guys, if on your test tomorrow, you skip that step, do I really care?
We do. That's
I mean, yeah, that's why I said Thursday.
Oh.
So x is equal to plus or minus 3, plus or minus 1. Does everybody hear me? Right. This step is generally required. But does everybody agree now if that once you get good at it, it's just solve it. It's just easy. All right. All right, I'm going to go scroll down until I find something else. 18. Put a star by 18. Is there a GCF?
Yes.
Is there a variable in the GCF?
No.
No, so I can divide everything through by what? By 4. I want you to do that. Divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. So I have x squared minus 9 equals 0. All right, then when I factor, that becomes x plus 3, x minus 3 equals 0. So x is equal to plus or minus 3. Agreed?
Yes.
Jess, you doing all right? Kate, still good? Colin, are you back on track? Good? Alex, not much saying back there. You good? All right. Oh, 16 is important because it is What are we doing? Grouping. Thank you very much. Factor by grouping. All right, here we go. Go ahead, Allison. What do I have to factor out? Look here. What's common?
Oh, an A.
There you go. The A is common. And what's left behind?
X minus 4.
Perfect. Okay.
But it just says A.
What am I? No, what's common in these numbers here? Yes, there's a common 3. Now, because the leading coefficient is negative, you have to factor out a negative 3. You hear what I'm saying, right? So just to make sure you're seeing me, this right here is what I'm referring to. If that's a negative, you have to factor out the negative. So you're going to put a negative 3. Now, what does the inside parentheses have to be? The same as what's on the left side. And what factor was on the left side? X minus 4. That makes sense? All right. Colin, now what can I do?
So now we are able to get x equals.
Wait a minute. X.
Yeah, x minus 40.
And then what's left behind?
Yeah, a. Oh yeah, a minus 3.
Thank you. Now you set them equal to 0.
Yeah, so then x equals 4.
Or
40, or a equals 3.
that's exactly correct. All right. So technically it should have been x minus 4 equals 0, a minus 3 equals 0. Everybody okay with that? Everybody good?
Yes.
All right, so let's scroll down a little bit. Okay, 14. Nice little review. All right, Alex, tell me what I need to do. Look at this right here and this right here.
Basically, switch the signs so the roll over negative x will become positive. The 7 will become negative.
And the negative 2 becomes a,
Positive.
that's exactly correct, guys. Plus, minus, plus. I'm factoring out a negative.
And so it will be x minus 7, and then 3x plus 2.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And then even,
All right, go ahead and tell me what the answer is.
x is equal to 7, and then x is equal to negative 2.
Good job, buddy. Negative 2. All right, I'm happy with that. Very good. Very, very good. All right, let me see if there's anything else harder. Number 12 is easy factoring. 10 is easy factoring. Uh-oh, somebody tell me what I can do on number 8. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. So we're dividing by 3, dividing by 3, dividing by 3. So x squared plus 11x plus 10 equals 0. Everybody good with that? Then you can factor that pretty easily. 6 is kind of pretty easy factoring, but you got to split it up. 4 is kind of easy. 2 is kind of hard. Lots of possibilities on number 2. All right. All right, now your job is to go back and do all of them. Is everybody correct? All the ones that I didn't do tonight, your job is to do the evens. All right, everybody with me? All right, try to knock out the evens. I'm also going to post all of the what? Solutions. All right, not the word problems. The word problems we're going to do on Friday.
All
All right, word problems we're going to do on Friday. All right. Hey, listen, again, guys, go through. If you're still a little sketchy, go back and do some of the odds for practice. But if you heard the little ding, the review is already posted. Does everybody agree? And if you'll notice, I made the review 3 columns because I have how many algebra classes? 3. Each column is the same, going down, right? First one is going to be for the first algebra class, second algebra class, third algebra class, and I'll record, and then those are just your extra practice problems. All right, is everybody with me? All right, listen, you got a few minutes. What time's the bell ring?
I think like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. You got 10 minutes to do some of those. And if you want me to check some of your work for you, if you want me to look at a factor you're probably not sure about, I can do that. All right?